In a minute since I have gone live. It's been an incredible journey this year so far. And I want to talk a little bit more about organic social media marketing, or what I also call magnetic marketing. And what I mean by this is basically, who you are, the energy you put out into the world, attracts the right people to you at the right time, and it also repels the wrong people. So, I am a spiritual business coach, and I work with other entrepreneurs to help them attract ideal soulmate clients into their world using low tech, or free technology. I especially love social media. There are coaches and other entrepreneurs who are making multi millions just on Facebook alone. And so I really believe that you should learn how to get your marketing message to convert organically first before you start paying for ads, before you spread yourself too thin by trying to establish yourself on all of the platforms at once. Um, you don't even need a website. So, what I've been doing since when I started my business, and what I've continued to do, and what I've continued to invest in learning, is how to form connections and relationships with people, using a free platform like Facebook or Instagram. Facebook's my favorite. I still think it's the number one platform. There's 3 billion people just on Facebook. So if you're a newer coach or a newer entrepreneur, or if you've been involved in a lot of projects, or maybe you've worked with clients before, but you're looking to reinvent yourself, or you're looking to attract new and different, maybe even better or higher ticket clients, then my work may be for you. And so here are some examples as to what that looks like. It's really quite simple to do. So once you have an idea about what your message is, the type of person that you want to work with, what you want to teach them, then you can create offers that make sense. Hey, there's Soumya. Thank you for coming on. It's so nice to see you. I love my girl. So we're talking a little bit here about organic social media marketing, and what that looks like and how it works. And so basically, what I do is I post on my personal profile, and I post in other Facebook groups, and I also interact with other people's profiles on Facebook and Instagram to just form relationships, just like I did when I joined Facebook, in 2006, and what I did for a long time before I actually used Facebook and Instagram for marketing. So it's still a lot of the same things apply. It's, getting to know people, adding new friends, or going to their profiles and asking them questions, or being interested in them, and just forming those relationships. So for me, the most important part of my business is really relational marketing. It's magnetic marketing. It's conversations. It's very natural. And I find that this is the best method for people who aren't making a ton of money yet, in their business. Like if you have just pivoted, you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to get new high ticket clients, you want to leave your old 9 to 5 or the old job behind, or the old clients behind, and you just want to be doing your coaching, you just want high ticket clients, you just want the freedom that comes along with being an entrepreneur. I highly suggest spending your money to learn how to market organically first, to get that message to convert, before paying for ads or paying for a website. So like I said, I started my business in 2021. I just now, hired somebody to do my website. And up until this point, I have never paid to promote in anyone else's group or anything like that. And, I got 3 high ticket clients my first month as a coach and made 11K. And then I made 100K within my first 24 months, as a coach. Like I have not worked any other jobs, since 2021. Like this is my main source of income, and I don't work that many hours. Actually, I work part-time hours. I'm not on Facebook all the time. I just don't need to be. I actually took a break from my coaching business for about a year after, doing it for 2.5 years. And immediately, people started reaching out to me. Like, I've never had trouble getting clients. And I really think that's because I share from the heart and because I'm very service oriented. Sure, I've put in over $100,000 worth of my education. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, a master's degree. I spent $55K to learn how to market organically on social media. I've hired a lot of people to support me, and I'm really good at what I do. I help people get clients. I help them to be more confident. I help them to show up on social media and build their audiences, and attract clients quickly if that's what they want, if they're ready. And I love it. I love what I do. And the reason I do it is because I want other people to have the same freedom and flexibility to serve others how they want to. When I used to work as a talk therapist, a clinician within the medical industry, in the US, like I felt very thwarted by all of the policies and outdated procedures and things. There was no possibility of me even emailing somebody or messaging someone after they had stopped becoming a client. Like, that just wasn't available to me. And I also just felt restricted in my ability to serve and help because the people within the mental health industry needed a certain kind of service that I no longer was as interested in serving. So I found out about coaching. And the great thing about coaching is that you can coach anybody in the entire world. As a therapist, I could only coach people who live within my state, which really didn't make sense, especially when COVID happened and everybody was on telehealth. And I just didn't think that was a great idea. Plus, I heard that you could make a lot more money and work less. And it's not just about so when it's make more money, it's because you're actually offering somebody a result that's going to be lucrative and valuable to them. So it's not like, oh my God, be a coach and make so much money. It's money to me is an exchange of energy. It's a symbol. It's like, hey, I've got this energy over here. I put an energy and here's a symbol of it. And, I believe in investing in myself. I believe in putting the time, energy, effort, and yes, my money into working with you because I believe in myself, because I want better results, and because I love what I do and I want to serve other people. So those are the type of people that I want to work with, that I want to help, that I want in my world, And when I talk about magnetizing people to you. Yes, sometimes those people are clients. Sometimes they're great friends. Sometimes they're a great referral source. Sometimes it's a new opportunity that maybe you didn't see. But if you don't show up, if you don't share on social media, if you don't do posts, if you don't let people know what you do, or you're not sure how to do that yet, that's where I can come in and help you. I do notice that a lot of service providers get very confused about the difference between their marketing message, their own process, and then the process they use with clients. And this is why it can your message might not convert because people are confused, or you're talking too much about your own process, the process you use with clients, and that's just not the right message that's actually going to land for people who would pay for your services. So I really enjoy content creation. I really enjoy supporting others on their way to getting their own clients and finding that freedom and fun and flexibility and making the income and impact of their dreams, doing something that they love on their own terms that feels good and relaxing. And you get to make your own schedule. You get to choose when you want to work with people, how much you want to charge, all those, who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. And it's to me the best opportunity. Coaching is growing. It's a huge industry. It's, if you look up the stats, it's going to continue to be growing. It is not oversaturated. Most people I meet in real life have no idea that you can even do what I'm doing on Facebook. So there's tons of opportunities out there. And, I may be the coach for you and I may not be. I offer complimentary, consultation calls. A lot of people call them empowerment sessions. One woman even said she felt healed from the past trauma for former coaching programs within just the first few minutes of that initial consultation. And so that for me is so rewarding. And so it's not always that initial call turns into a sale, and I don't expect it to. Like, some people I don't even know. Like, one person booked a call with me this morning. I'd never even seen their name before. I had no idea who they were. So this is an opportunity for me to just have a conversation, find out more about them, find out more about what they do, find out more about, if I could be a good fit, or even if I could help them at all, right? So, lowering your expectations about what those calls could be like, because some people get really nervous, right? They're like, oh my God, I have a consultation call. Like, what do I do? What do I say? And what if they ask for the sale? And believe me when I say that you can rest and relax and receive clients, receive the money that you want, and enjoy your work. And it can be fun. So I love you all. I'm glad to be here. And if you would like to speak more with me at any time, send me a DM if you want to talk about the work that we could do together, if you want to book a call, or if you have a specific question about something, or you can just go ahead and book a call and we can chat a little bit more. And those calls are really for me to help you make a decision as well. Like I said, I'm not for everybody. I tell people that my work isn't for them all the time. I'm like, no, this doesn't really sound like you. It's like, sure, I could help you lose weight or drink more water, but that's just not what I'm interested in doing. What I'm interested in doing is working with other spiritual entrepreneurs to help them build their own spiritual army, to spread the ripple effect of healing and love and light, so we really can change the world together. That's my goal. So if it feels aligned, if you want to get to know me better, book the call. And if not, keep going, keep serving, keep supporting each other, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.